This is Marie Diaries, and I'm here to do another video, another reading. All right, but before I get into this video and this reading, my spirit guides, my angels, my archangels, my ancestors of the highest white light, I ask that you come and guide me, protect me always, 24/7, 365. I ask that you give me the clearest view of this video and this reading through any of the cards or anything that I decide to use. I have in my hands. I ask that you immediately return any and all of the negative energies from people, places, and things, including ill will, intent, negative intent, etc. I ask that it immediately goes back wherever it needs to go, permanently. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Thank you. All right, so this is going to be another reading. All right, this is going to be another celebrity reading. All right, which this reading will be attached to the highs and lows, um, highs and lows celebrities walk of fame. I believe that's the title, but that I do have that playlist with the celebrity readings that are in there, whether they are high. I want to reason why I said low high is because I feel like the social media influencers and like in that category, they're the low end of the celebrities, and the high end is like the reading that I'm about to do now. He's a high end celebrity to me. And I just did a reading on a couple. They're considered to me like a high end because I grew up listening to them, and I grew up listening to this person too. Like so those would be in like certain actors and actresses. Those would be considered high end celebrities to me. So that's what made me come up with that title for the playlist. All right, I don't know. I might change it, but I don't know. But I'm here to do another reading. All right, so this reading is for celebrity Kanye West because I am actually concerned about him. All right, but I did just see a video like yesterday, I believe it was, which he looked like he was in good spirits, I want to say. All right, but the Eight of Swords just was trying to come out, so there's something that he's in his head about. All right, definitely something that he's in his head about. All right, so I'm gonna do this mental health tarot spread for him on him. All right, I've done a reading on him already before. I think I did a reading on him like two other times. All right, and those readings should be in that playlist that I was already talking about. So I actually did those like a year ago or so. I believe I might have even did those when I was at the other apartment. Um, yeah, I think I did those reading when I was at the other apartment. I didn't do those over here. Um, and so that was definitely like a year or so ago when I did those other readings on him. But by now, I've came up with a new. Okay, so I don't know. No, I didn't. I rewrote this and put it in my little book that I got because I have my little special book that I've been writing stuff in. I purchased this when I was working at Target because of what I liked this on the outside. This is actually a notebook that was coming out during was it Hispanic month or something like that. But even though it was Spanish, I liked it. Yeah, it was coming out during Latino Heritage Month because that's what I still got the thing on the back. I didn't. You posted. I could have threw this away, but anyways, yeah. So I rewrote the spread that's in here. I rewrote it in here. So I'm gonna do this spread on him. It's called the Mental Health Tarot Spread. All right. It says it's examining your current mental health. So we're gonna use this spread to examine Kanye West, his current mental health state. This tarot spread consists of 6 cards, 3 at the top, 3 at the bottom. All right, and I might end up using another deck or two, whatever I feel like is appropriate for this reading. All right, so yeah, let's get into it. So the first card is this is the card to represent his current mental health. All right, so we're gonna get the first card in the top of the spread. This card is gonna represent Kanye West's mental health. So what do we need to see from this deck for the first card to represent Kanye West's mental health? We got 2 cards coming out. We had the Magician and we had the Tower. So we're gonna keep those together. I do know that I just went and looked before I got on here. He is indefinitely Gemini. So we have Gemini and Scorpio energy coming out here. All right, so his mental health is kind of, I guess I would say it's balanced, but there's something about um him, the tower talks about endings, change, page of cups at the back of the deck, changes. I feel like he's trying to manage something. He could be even trying to manage something within himself with his mental health. All right, with this magician and the tower coming out, that might even have to do with that public tweet he just made within the last week or whatever. We're not gonna go all into detail into that right now. All right, so let's see. The second card, it says an emotion that is clouding perception of reality. So, what card from the tarot deck we need to see for Kanye West? An emotion that is clouding his perception of reality. Can we get one card from this tarot deck in regards to his emotion that is clouding his perception of reality? What card do we need to see for Kanye West? All right. First card we had out was the King of Pentacles. It also just, another card came out with it was the High Priestess. All right. So we're going to keep those two. We're going to keep both of those two. All right. So we have two cards coming out for the first two cards. Ten of Wands at the back of the deck. So something is definitely heavily weighing him down. All right. I don't know. So an emotion that is clouding perception of reality. It's something with his grounding, his inner knowing. All right, with this King of Pentacles and the High Priestess, because I definitely get him as the King of Pentacles. Him being somebody that a normal King of Pentacles is somebody who's grounded. I'm getting well rounded, prosperous, because the King of Pentacles, he has a lot of grapes and stuff on his gown, or his whatever they call these from back in the day, or the medieval times. I guess that would be where this is from, considering whatever. Um, yeah, something about his emotion that is clouding his perception is something with his grounding, his inner knowing, his dark and his light, his yin and his yin and yang, his shadow and light, because the High Priestess, you have the black, and you have the dark, and you have the light, but it says BJ. So, ooh, no, that's making me think about something else. But we not getting into that, about what he tweeted. So maybe something with that could be significant, because I feel like with the tower, with the two cards, the two extra cards coming out with each card, something could have sparked him to make that tweet. I want to say, with this tower and the High Priestess being the extra card that came out with the other two cards. All right, so let's get the third card. It says how to improve perception of reality and gain clarity. So, okay, that Four of Pentacles just flew out, but we're gonna try that again. What one card do we need to see for Kanye West for the third card to improve his perception of reality and gain clarity? What card do we need to see for this card or for that card? How to improve his perception of reality and gain clarity? What card for Kanye West? All right. We had the Five of Pentacles coming out. Queen of Cups is at the back of the deck. All right. You also see the Knight of Cups sticking out with the Queen of Swords slightly peeping out in the background. All right. So the third card says how to improve perception of reality and gain clarity. I feel like he needs to come out of this five. It's something about him coming out of this Five of Pentacles. All right. And that may have to do with him being able to again being able to balance his light and his dark, his shadow and his light side, the yin and yang side. I do also have a fun fact for this reading also, but we're gonna hold on for that for a minute. That I just came to realize that when I was figuring that I was gonna do another reading from But yeah, so the Five of Pentacles, it says how to improve perception of reality and gain clarity. Um Something about him gaining clarity is taking this King of Wands energy to take action to, I want to say, cipher through this Five of Pentacles energy. Five of Pentacles talks about illness, debt, ostracized, um, feeling left out, feeling left out in the cold. I feel like Five of Pentacles could also mean to me, I feel like something about getting out of, overcoming obstacles. I feel like that's what I want to say. All right, so let's see. Let's do card number 4. How to change circumstances around you, which is the person, to elevate the mood. So what do we need to see for card number 4 for Kanye West? How to change his, okay, that came out fast. We got the Six of Swords in the reverse with the Four of Swords in at the back of the deck. So we have the Six of Swords in reverse with the Four of Swords at the back of the deck with the Judgment card, the Page of Wands, the Emperor. All right, so how to change circumstances around him to elevate his mood. Hmm. Six of Swords in reverse. I feel like something about him getting clarity or getting multiple. Yeah, Three of Wands at the back of the deck. Back of the deck. Excuse me. I'm also getting from like this Three of Wands with the little checker on there. I have an Oracle deck that has this card in there with the like the checker. It's something about a truce. I'm getting like something about amendment of a truce, or um, that card talks about truce and finale, and like I believe it do say something about overcoming an obstacle or getting through something. Whatever these truths are, because you see the Six of Swords in reverse, is usually like supposed to be like that where swords will be down, but it's something about him needing to clear out some truths. I feel like how to change. This is card number 4 again. How to change circumstances around him to elevate his mood. Getting truths about things. Maybe this could be him even getting truths or letting out some truths about 6 different things, or something that don't happen within the last 6 weeks, or pertaining to or connected to the last 6 weeks. All right. The fifth card, how can be happier day to day. So what do we need to see for this card for Kanye West? How he can be happier day to day. What card do we need to see for Kanye West? Oh, yeah, see, it's the Temperance card. Yeah, him getting some balance, patience with being able to, like, having patience with being able to balance something. Maybe this has something to do with some kind of message he received, or maybe even this has something to do with his, Four of Cups. Because I feel like there's definitely whatever this Page of Wands could represent one of his kids. I feel like, um, but him being patient with, um, like leveling that out, or letting something flow. I'm getting with the Temperance card, because the Temperance is falling under the High Priestess with the King of Pentacles. Like helping to use his discernment to like flow through that. That's what I'm getting, or something like that with the Page of Wands. Okay, the Page of Wands still at the back of the deck. And maybe this has something to do with some kind of message he received, or maybe again this has something to do with this whole family, um family dis family miscommunication, or family stuff that he got going on. All right, because we could clear these cards. So hold on, let's do the last one though. It says how can to deepen connection with oneself. So what card do we need to see for the sixth card for Kanye West? How he can deepen his connection with himself. All right, that came out fast. I'm telling you, this has to do with something pertaining to his. So okay. So the Five of Pentacles is over. The Five of Pentacles is over the Ten of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. But I feel like this could happen soon. All right, maybe something could be changing for his whole situation with his family within the next 8 days. You got the Eight of Wands. Yeah, the Eight of Wands, em- Emperor, Ace of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. But I feel like he's gonna have to put his work, a lot of work into wanting to do this. He's gonna have to put in his part. I feel like that's also what I'm getting with this Temperance card. 15 minutes in. All right, let's go ahead and get. Hold on, let me get another tarot deck. I'm actually gonna use a smaller tarot deck. Hold on. All right, so I have the smaller deck. All right, so this is smaller deck. We're gonna use this to clarify for the cards that's on the table. All right, we split the deck. Look, he definitely, I feel like he wants to do this. Temperance with the Ten of Pentacles, and we already have both of those cards out here right next to each other, which is they are the fifth and sixth card. So I know he is something about, he's like, I feel like I'm getting eager. He's eager to do that, but maybe he feel like something unexpectedly changed, or something, yeah. Two of Cups, I feel like he feels like this in regards to, you know who, we not gonna mention her name because she not a part of this reading. This is about him. All right, so whether this has to do with his current person or his past person. All right, I'm gonna just say that. Yeah, the Three of Pentacles turned over. All right, so let's see. Judgment wants to come out. Okay, hold on a minute. All right, so 16 minutes in. Let's see which one we're going to clarify. Let's clarify this Five of Pentacles, which is the third card. How to improve perception of reality and gain clarity. All right, so why did this Five of Pentacles come out for Kanye West for that card? Why did the Five of Pentacles come out for how to improve his perception of reality and gain clarity? Why did the Five of Pentacles come out for Kanye West? We got the Ten of Swords. It fell out sideways on top of the Magician with the Tower. So it's something about him feeling like a betrayal. Strength card. He's strongly feeling like, I'm gonna put it sideways too over the Five of Pentacles, but he's kind of like, I don't know. I want to say teeter tottering. Yeah, I see the Strength card, and then I see the Tower. So he feel like this happened out of nowhere, or it was unexpected, very unexpected. But he feel like something about a betrayal because that Ten of Swords is coming out, but it did come out sideways on top of the Magician with the Tower. Now I don't know if this necessarily has to do with him, or um he feeling like this about someone else. It may have something to do with, maybe there may be some miscommunication, misunderstanding. Something wasn't made clear or said clear. I don't know. We got the Queen of Cups at the back of the deck. Could we get one more for that card? The Five of Pentacles with the Ten of Swords sideways. How to improve perception of reality and gain clarity. What else do we need to see for that for Kanye West? What else? Please and thank you. All right, we have one card out. We have the Eight of Swords. Something about he needs to get out of his mind. And I honestly don't feel like, this is just my opinion. You got the Fool with the Nine of Cups and the Emperor sticking out. My opinion, I honestly don't feel like he is dealing with anything mental. He might be a little bit, slightly, but I think he playing, y'all. He playing the public, cause he's very smart. I noticed that, like watching him and stuff. He's very smart. He is I think he's somebody that likes to observe and, like, like that. Cause when, like, I remember when he first came out, he seemed like he was really like quiet and laid back and so forth and reserved. But I honestly feel like he have seen a lot of things. Like, I really don't know for sure. Like, he's kind of giving me the same, even though he is not the same sign as, I'm just gonna say his name because I did a reading on him, Justin Bieber. Like, him and Justin Bieber are totally two different signs, but I feel like they don't seen a lot. Like, they've been in the game since, in the music industry, y'all know what I'm trying to say. They both been in that arena since I've been a teenager. Even though Justin came out later after, into the in that arena of music after Kanye West, but I do believe they've seen a lot of things and so forth, like a lot of stuff that they probably not even telling us, that they probably cannot tell us, like for whatever reason. But anyways, um, I just feel like he needs to come. It's something about him coming out of his head, like him coming out of this entrapment of, like, if that Eight of Swords was in the upright, him coming out of that, because he definitely feel like there's a betrayal. He feels ostracized with that Five of Pentacles, because that's what that talks about. Um, the Five of Pentacles also again talks about illness and debt, and like I feel like even something, about losing money or without, because and it may have to do just with the family, because the Five of Pentacles again is over the Ten of Pentacles, and Ten of Pentacles that talks about family wellness. Look, there we go again, we got the Ten of Cups. I feel like he gets a lot of happiness and joy about, his kids and stuff, which all of his kids are beautiful. They are very most beautiful. Like all of the kids, the little kids, the young kids, they're all beautiful. All right, and they're so innocent, Um, yeah, they're very innocent. All right, in the whole situation around, like I'm gonna say. But yeah, it's something about him needing to come out of that Eight of Swords energy, about whatever this betrayal is. He got to take some kind of action. Maybe he's trying to do that. Yeah, maybe he's deciding to do that again, because he definitely could feel like he's like something is very sneaky, deceptive, or with that Seven of Swords, or lies or something. I just seen 2212 on the clock. All right, but let's see what other one we're gonna clarify. We did number 3. Let's do number 4. Excuse me, since the Six of Swords came out in the reverse. It says how to change circumstances around person to elevate mood. So what do we need to see for Kanye West to clarify this Six of Swords that's in the reverse, for how to change his circumstances around him to elevate his mood? What do we need to see to clarify the Six of Swords in reverse for Kanye West? We got the Eight of Pentacles, Page of Swords. He needs to put the work in, all right? Something about him not like trying to remove himself, but need to put in the work in. Can we get one more for the Six of Swords, Eight of Pentacles? For the Six of Swords in reverse, Eight of Pentacles for Kanye West in regards to how to change his circumstances around him to elevate his mood. What else is clarified? The Six of Swords in reverse with the Eight of Pentacles. All right, Three of Swords in reverse. Yeah, again with that Eight of Swords, Strength card at the back of the deck. Um, him coming into him for that Six of Swords, Three of Swords to be in reverse. I feel like there's some element of Nine of Cups wants to turn over. How to change his circumstances around him to elevate his mood. I feel like he's not doing enough communication. The Ace of Swords was just about to pop out. We got the Devil with the Nine of Pentacles, because it's something about him being um attached to or overly obsessed with I don't know, something about the Nine of Pentacles. The Strength card also, yeah, maybe this has to do with his family. That Ten of Pentacles again, Two of Wands. Him making some kind of action or decision in regards to his family or something like that. It's like you got repeating cards. He has repeating cards out here, because we got the Eight of Swords in reverse. We have the Eight of Pentacles in the upright. But again, with that Six of Swords, we do have the Three of Swords in reverse. But in between it we have the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, and look, the Nine of Pentacles comes out again. Seven of Cups. I don't know if he's wanting to be in that Nine of Pentacles, or he could possibly be wanting to be in that Nine of Pentacles, or something about that Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. Four of Wands, the Ace of Swords is turning over. Five of Cups. So maybe he's in regret about but I feel like he's trying to be he's not really trying to not really he's not necessarily really trying to say that or show that he's being in his Gemini energy because Gemini, you know, those are described as people that have two faces or two sides to them or whatever. Ace of Swords. Um so like I said, I don't really feel like he's dealing with anything mental, but it's a possibility that he might be, but I don't know. Cuz when I seen him the other day when they showed that video on YouTube that I watched, and he looked like he was really calm that day. Um, I don't know what got him to change, but I feel like that's a good thing. Maybe he felt better or something like that because he got that out. Like whatever that the tweet that he posted before I seen the video of him getting his haircut. Maybe he felt better because he got that out or something. But yeah. Let's see. Let's actually let's do the Ten of Pentacles, which is the last one. It says how can to deepen connection with oneself. So how can he deepen himself? How can he deepen his connection with himself? How can Kanye West deepen himself? Deep his connection with himself with his Ten of Pentacles. What do we need to see to clarify this Ten of Pentacles for Kanye? All right, that was the lovers that just did a whole somersault. All right, but it is coming out in the upright. You got the Empress at the back of the deck. The Empress, Queen of Swords, with the Six of Wands, Nine of Swords. Who is this Queen of Swords? I don't really know with neither one of his people's past. His I don't know their signs. I don't know the present or the past person. Female. I don't know the present or the past females. I don't know their signs. So how he can deepen his connection with himself, um, yeah, his son, Ace of Cups, him trying to, I guess I would say make things right with his family or taking a step to do that because I mean, again, you have the Six of Swords in reverse with the Eight of Pentacles upright, Three of Swords in reverse. Next to it is the Temperance, followed by the Ten of Pentacles, and then now we have the Lovers coming out. Let's get one more of card for Kanye West, how he can deepen his connection with oneself. What else do we need to see to clarify this Ten of Pentacles with the Lovers for Kanye West? Yeah, Six of Wands, so that you could have this victory. But it literally fell back over here towards the Three of Swords. So I feel like he's feeling some type of way. Yeah, look, he's definitely feeling some type of way. I feel like he's feeling like this because he's not with his family, or he's for whatever reason there's not a lot of communication, or the communication has been I don't know why I want to say obsolete, but and maybe it's been very minimum for whatever reason. Let's see. I want to see. Does this have anything? Okay, let's see. I'm gonna ask a side note question. Does this have anything to do um with his like how he's been acting? I want to say his demeanor. All right, so this with his connection with his family or whatever, if that is the reason for the energy that of the cards that's coming out, does this have anything to do with his demeanor of how he's been acting? Let's see. For Kanye West, does his demeanor have anything to do with how he's acting when it pertains to any communication or whatever has to do with his family? Yeah, we got the death card coming in the reverse with the moon card at the back of the deck. Moon card strength, the fool, the hierophant. Wow, all these major arcanas. Clarify this death card in reverse. Um, does his demeanor have to do with his connection or whatever have you with his family, or for him feeling like he's been disconnected from his family? Clarify this Death card in reverse for Kanye West. You got the Eight of Pentacles, and we already have the Eight of Pentacles out here. Give me one more for Kanye West with this Death card in reverse with the Eight of Pentacles. What else we need to see for Kanye West for that? The Empress just flew out sideways, but we're gonna take her in the upright. We got three other cards that came out over here on top of the Six of Swords, Eight of Pentacles with the Three of Swords. What is that? The Page of Wands again, the King of Cups, and the Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Wow. The Empress was literally trying to come out in the other deck too. Give me one more. I just need, okay. That was fast. The Tower, Nine of Wands. Cause this could, I feel like I don't, this could be why he said what he said. Whether that was today or yesterday when he said what when I feel like when he get in and I feel like he could have been always like that. It's definitely some kind of change that brought this out, though. I'm not even gonna hold you. Something definitely sparked a flame in his backside or behind him. I'm gonna say behind him. Something sparked a flame behind him to make him, like, if he's literally really saying some of the stuff that he's been saying or whatever have you, whether it's video of him being recorded saying it or not, something like definitely with that Magician Tower, something sparked a flame behind him to just make him be like, yeah, look, King of Wands wants to come out. Well, look, with the devil. Yo, I'm telling you, this been like over the course of him being in that arena with them and the other ones he's connected to. Yeah, that's the truth. With the Ace of Swords wanting to come out, that's the truth. Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Then you have the Knight of Wands. I feel like, and that I just seen the Knight of Pentacles too. So it's like he's slowly been going in and out of that. Like, but something like took him, I want to say like 0 to 100. Some took him 0 to 100. 32 minutes in. Let's get one more to clarify this Death card in reverse. Eight of Pentacles, Empress Tower. In regards to his demeanor. Does this have to do with his demeanor of his connection with his family, or feeling like he's the connection? Yeah, King of Wands is coming out anyways because I'm getting stumbled up on the words, but Six of Cups, and this could be stemming from like the past or something 6 months ago with this Queen of Pentacles, and we definitely know who that Queen of Pentacles could be. All right, I don't know. Again, it could be the past one or the present one. All right, so we're gonna go ahead into, let's see, what else we're gonna use for Kanye West. Hold on a minute. All right, so we 33 minutes in. All right, so I'm literally probably gonna use like one or two, possibly three more Oracle decks for him for this reading. So let's see. Is there anything in particular from this deck that we need to see in regards to this energy for Kanye West? In regards to his mental health tarot reading spread that I've done? All right, we got three in Pisces with roundabout. It says community connections, new direction, keep it moving, controls the flow of information, solutions, circular reasoning, fluid, many working parts, perfect timing, and redirect. So it's something about him needing to redirect his emotions, yeah, around this energy that's out here. Yeah, we also have person of water, which is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So something that's significant about a water sign. What else do we need to see from this Oracle deck for this mental health tarot spread for Kanye West? All right, we got six in Pisces again with childhood. It says innocence, playful, growing, friendship, lightness of being. Again, let me read it over. It says childhood. innocence, playful, growing, friendship, lightness of being, foundations, need of others, revisit the past, loving life, no worries, inexperience, growth, and new beginnings. We also have six in Leo with curtain call. All right, it says acclaim, fame, recognition, parade, celebrity, admiration, applause, show, appreciation, spotlight, focused attention, theater, act, performance. Yeah, performance. It says you are watching a movie. All right, so that could be clarifying that King of Wands that came out. Let's get three more for this energy for Kanye West. All right. Okay, there go the three. All right. So we got microphone that just came out. Eight in Sagittarius. All right. It says microphone. It says news, trending, broadcast, expression, strong opinion, make known, speak current events. Or what am I saying? No, that's not what it say. It say it say make known. It says current events, public speaking, speak truth, communicate, social media, being heard, speaking up. So this he could be doing this too. I feel like now that I'm saying that he could be doing this because he wants to be heard. All right. The other two cards that came out is one in Libra. Yeah, because that's the swords and scale. He wants to balance. Wants to be heard because he wants to balance out this relationship with his family and his children's mother. So I don't know if they be watching my videos. I don't know if they be listening to me, if they watch the videos or not, but I feel like they do. Just nobody don't wants me to know that. Like they feel like they don't want me to know that, but I know people be I know. Like y'all don't have to tell me whether y'all be watching the videos or not. I know the whole world is has their mic their the whole world has their damn mic what is that magnifying glass on me, whether it's intentionally or not, or whether it's like I know, okay, I know. But again, I feel like with this coming out, one in Libra, swords and scales, I definitely feel like this is the energy of he wants to be heard, especially with the last card that came out, the eight of Sagittarius. It says being heard, speaking up. So he wants to be heard for more than one reason. And I feel like this has a lot to do with right now with I'm getting something about respect. I'm also feel like it has to do with his family. It says sword and scales. It says truth, justice, due process, by the book, appeal, balance, make amends, law, integrity, cut to the chase, fair and square, fair play, equity, even kill, which is KEEL. Again, that is even kill, which is KEEL. Legal matters and hear me out. So you literally have now two cards, excuse me, that's kind of saying the same thing with that hear me out and being heard. Being heard, hear me out. So he wants somebody, which I feel like that is his mother of his children. He wants her to hear him out. But for whatever reason, because maybe she feel like she done heard this before or this, that, and the third like that, like she don't want to hear it. I'm kind of feeling like so this is why I feel like these two cards is coming out, but he really do wants to be heard, and I feel like he don't even want to just be heard from her or that whole situation. I feel like he wants to be heard by the world. Also, yeah, we excuse me, we got five in Pisces with spilled milk, which this will be the five of cups in the tarot deck. Spilled milk, it says regret. Accidents happen. Don't sweat the small stuff, mistakes. Leave it in the past. Um, it's over, cannot be changed. Disappointed, cleanup time, let it go. Minor problems. Again, I'm gonna read the whole card again because I feel like I don't know. I just felt like I felt weird about reading that. But we got five in Pisces. It says spilled milk, regret. Accidents happen. Don't sweat the small stuff. Mistakes. Leave it in the past. It's over, cannot be changed. Disappointed, cleanup time, let it go, and minor problems. All right, the energy of the cards that we mainly have out here is Pisces. We got three cards out here in Pisces, one in Leo, one in Sagittarius, and one in Libra. Back of the deck, we have three in Cancer with constellation. It says network, support, associates, gather, meetings, socialize, organization, arrangement, a collection, exchanging data, influence, in connection with, a large amount or quantity. All right, so I'm gonna use this deck, which is the Shadow Oracle deck, since um the the High Priestess energy came out for him. All right, we're gonna use this deck. So, is there anything from this deck that we need to see for Kanye West in regards to his shadow energy that he may need to work on or work through? What do we need to see from this deck for Kanye West? Let's get like whatever comes out. All right, first off, we have emotionally detached. All right, it says, are you protecting yourself from unwanted drama or stress? Feel positive emotions when Feel positive emotions within yourself. To feel emotions is to live freely. Even though I feel like he's definitely been trying to do that, or he's definitely been showing that he's trying to do that. Live freely. Can we get two more for him? All right. So we have, okay, I just seen that. Now it's coming out. We got self absorbed. It says seek to feel what others are feeling. Again, it says self absorbed. Seek to feel what others are feeling. Express empathy to others to overcome this. All right. We also have possessive. It says you're clinging on to someone or something way too tightly. Learn to let go. Love has no ownership. Everyone has free will. And I'm not really sure why that's coming out, but that definitely has something to do with something. All right, we have fearful at the back of the deck. It says a learned behavior that can be unlearned. Also, a low vibrating feeling that create limitations for you and your future happiness. So it's something that he's fearful about, yeah, because behind that you got resisting change. Resisting changes says ask yourself, why are you not wanting to change? Look at the positive side to the changes. All right, so we're gonna leave it off with that deck. All right, so I don't know. Let's use this other oracle deck right here, and we're gonna close out this reading with 43 minutes in. Is there anything that we need to see from this deck for the energy surrounding Kanye West? All right, is there anything from this oracle deck right here? We got North Node, the future. Back of the deck, we got 39, first arrival, first house arrival, excuse me. Behind that, you got 22, Mars motion. But could we get one more for this from this deck for Kanye? We got 10 in Capricorn with achievement. So there's something about it could be an achievement coming up for him in the future. Yeah, 48, 10th house authority, 20 Mercury messages. Give me one more for Kanye West for the energy out here. We got 43 fifth house passion. All right, so we have 34 North Node future. We got 10 Capricorn achieve, and then we have 43 fifth house passion. Back of the deck, we have 42 fourth house home, which has to deal with um, different types of relationships and stuff like that, or in the home or the foundation. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and close out this reading. All right. So this reading was for Kanye West. Um, and I have been wanting to do this reading for like a little while now, even though I had did like what two other readings on him when I was at the other apartment. So that was like over a year or two ago before my fur baby passed away. All right. So yeah, this is just I feel like it's a check-in reading for him because I would be sad if something happened to him. Like it's certain celebrities that I really would like literally cry if something happened to them. Like, cause I didn't purchase his CD when I was younger, but I definitely listened to his music like from 106 in Park and the radio and like TRL. So I definitely know who he is, so it ain't no way around that. So he definitely was part of my music, my teenage years and stuff, and my preteen and my teenage years. So I definitely know who he is. I know what his music like. I just hate to see him having to go through all of this. Some of the stuff I'm not gonna say I agree with everything that he be doing, but and I ain't gonna hold you. I do be laughing at some of the other videos, depending on what it is. It be more like the comical videos that people be making. I be laughing because it be funny, but it's only certain stuff. Like, but I really do be wanting him to be good because he got beautiful kids to be here for, and I know his mom would want him to be here for his kids. So I just want him to, like, he got to find some way to keep himself together, like work on managing and controlling that Gemini energy because they have two sides. And I realize he's not the only Gemini. It's a couple other Geminis that I know that are in that arena of celebrities, but we ain't gonna get into them because this ain't they reading. And I may or may not ever do a reading on them. Who knows? But I do know like a couple other Geminis. Um, I did do one on one of them. Wait, is she? No, she not a Gemini, but I know she a air sign. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and close out this reading for Kanye West. I'm praying that he keep himself together. He work out whatever he needs to work out with his child's mother, his children's mother, and the children. Like y'all too big and grown for to be doing all of this. Like, come on now. And yeah, I'm not even about to go there about her because yeah. But anyways, so if you would like to subscribe, like, comment, share, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. If you feel like you want to be a loyal supporter and watch my videos from beginning to end, all right, because the videos are free. Nothing is charged. Nothing's a fee. The subscribe is not a fee. The likes is not a fee. Nothing is a fee. Not even to comment is a fee. So if you want to subscribe, if you want to, you're more than welcome to. I have readings. I have my personal videos and so forth. And I'm going to continue to upload videos on this channel. So I will see you later, and I'll see you in the next video.